Hey there, I'm Swati, an author and a communication coach. Welcome to my YouTube channel. The reason I started this YouTube channel is simple. I just wanted that for all the people who want to improve their language, their communication skills, there should be a go-to place that they don't have to go through hundreds of videos to learn something that people spend years and years to improve. So yes, here you have it. And in today's video, I wanted to cover some of the lessons that I've learned through my journey as well as through my clients. And these are extremely important lessons, so listen carefully. They have altered my brain chemistry for sure, and I hope that they help you, even just one bit of how much they've helped me. A PSA, don't rush. Understand all the things that we'll discuss in this video. If you come across a new word or a new phrase, just pause the video, read the meanings on the screen, and yeah, at the end of the video, you'll definitely feel that you've learned a few things. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. First and foremost, there's no space for an inferiority complex. I've come across so many people who are great at the things they do, but due to their language or expression of language, they feel that they are at a vulnerable space or they doubt themselves. And that's what we need to change. It is so important to see language for what it is. It's just a means to an end. And when you decide to take English off of its high pedestal, that's when the approach takes a full 180. You see mistakes to be corrected, not to be embarrassed by. You see new and difficult words to be learned, not to be intimidated by. You understand that English as a language shouldn't be feared, it should be understood. Unless and until you're ready to hit the ground running, language would always be your Achilles heel. So just like any other activity in the world, practicing and improving English is also a mindset work. Once we have that covered, you can be an unstoppable force to be reckoned with. So yes, that would be the first step and the first lesson to be learned, that you have to be confident in your skills. Never do you ever doubt your skills. And then the growth you witness is exponential. Second lesson, practice makes perfect. As much as we'd like to be true naturals, it just doesn't work that way. You have to put in the work, you have to be consistent, and only then do you become the person who, whenever walks into the room, everything shifts, everything moves because of the way they communicate, because of the way they speak. To become an impeccable English speaker, it is essential to understand that speaking English is a holistic process. You need to be great at grammar, sentence structure, word choice, vocabulary. You can't just throw words around. This is an error that some of my clients make, that whenever they come across a new phrase or a new word, they end up using it in the wrong context. That's where practice comes into play. Because no matter how great of a word you're using, if you do not use it correctly, you inevitably leave a negative impression on the listener. And that's not something which is desired. In-depth research and wholeheartedly working, practicing is what changed things for me and my clients. Third, and my favorite lesson, confidence can outweigh everything. If I could make this the number one focus in every English communication course in the market, I absolutely would. You wouldn't believe how many times a confident speaker outshines a flawless one. This is a mantra in not just English language, but literally every aspect of life. Wear a cheap dress with confidence and you'll look pretty. Wear an expensive designer outfit with shame and self-doubt, and prepare to look your absolute worst. You have to remember that anything executed with perfection but no confidence is doomed to disappoint. So anytime you walk into the room, walk in with confidence. From the first word you utter till the echo of your last word, you have to be confident. You'll see how the energy shifts around you when you choose to be confident. Confidence can cover up for all your minor slips, for fillers, for grammar mistakes, or for anything that you feel might mess up your communication or your conversation with anybody. The fourth lesson is a tough pill to swallow. It says that this is a time consuming process. I know we would love to have things done at light speed, which is why we still have to remember that learning a language is easy, but being phenomenal at it is far more difficult. Rome wasn't built in a day, and every day is a realization of that. Because I cannot believe that there would ever come a day where I would say, okay, there's nothing more for me to learn, nothing more for me to improve. If that day comes and I say that, okay, I'm done, I'm perfect, call the doctors and ask them to take me away. Because in no universe is it possible that English language or anything else for that matter has nothing more to offer. Every day you have to put in the work. It's not a destination that you can just reach. I know there are milestones that you can achieve, but there's always a bigger peak to climb or a bigger fish to catch. Especially, do not fall into the trap of jealousy and comparison where you compare your new, fresh growth to someone else's performance in a completely different environment with an extremely different circumstance. To each their own. We all have a unique set of abilities, capabilities, and different timelines for improvement and growth. So have faith and just keep swimming. Fifth and the last lesson for today. Outsmart your weaknesses and play on your strengths. The key to being fluent is self-awareness. Only when you understand how you speak, what are your strengths, what are your areas of improvement, that's when you become a truly fluent and confident speaker. Here is where your growth becomes more focused and there's a proper direction to be followed. It is crystal clear that you can't hide from your weaknesses. They will pop up sooner or later. So instead of running away from it, we have to work through it. Let's say that pronunciation is your weak spot, probably due to MTI or the environment that you live in. Now, instead of grieving about it, we have to do something to change that. There are so many things that you can try, so many actionable tips. First thing that you can do is have some mouth and tongue exercises. Practice tongue twisters like hell. Do it regularly. You can revise your phonetic knowledge, revise all the things that you've studied early on in the childhood. If not, it's a new thing. Phonetics can help you with pronunciation in so many ways, and it goes back to the basics, so it's not that difficult. Practice the words which sound similar, like this bit and beat. So practicing those words will help you get rid of any doubt that you might have regarding all the words. It is important to remember that all the damage is repairable, that every mistake that you made can be corrected, and it can be corrected with such perfection that you'd never know that it existed. Once you start working on your weaknesses, you'll take pride in your strengths. The magic of language is unreal.
And these are the few lessons which will help you improve your language tremendously. On that note, remember to improve your language because you see the potential it carries to enhance your professional and personal life, not because you see this as one thing which will define you entirely. It's just a language. This is it for this video. Thank you for watching and happy yapping.